No.
Alright, what's the plan? Are we going back to the city, or are we going to keep going and looking for the rats?
Well, everyone's fine, and unless we're specifically going to have a look for loot again and then take loot back, I don't think there's any reason to head back.
Loot the shit out of everything.
Right, there's an arcade here.
There is an arcade here.
And what else would be here? Because, like, would there be a hardware store? Because that's the kind of shit we found. Like, our loot, essentially, we raided a hardware store.
Well, I think that's the point. Let's have a look around.
The burnt building was
what the heck is
had
now
a
like.
counter before the window, so wouldn't that be a store?
What?
No. He's just describing the building we were fighting.
I'm
It had
just
a counter.
talking.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Why he makes that
Any building that you guys check out, or any place you go inside, even though it's been converted to a pre-war state and everything is fixed, it's not that it's empty. It's like if there was an arcade machine in here already that was like smashed and broken, now it's fixed and it's working, and the power lines are working. Everything's working again, but it's not like in the arcade if there was like one machine in there, suddenly there's 30 of them, and they're all working. It's that one machine that's there is working, and it's fixed. If there was a couch that was like on fire and flipped over and destroyed, now it's a flipped over, perfectly fine couch.
So there's a perfectly working arcade machine in the middle of the street there.
Pinball machine.
Pinball machine that we just left there.
The plane.
We are getting that plane.
I was like, holy fuck!
Plane!
That's why Noah isn't in the party. She's returning the plane to Ricketts.
Noros and Marie, because I haven't decided Marie's power yet. I intended for her to be a flame thing, and then somebody mentioned blaze. I'm just like, that is more of a blaze thing, isn't it? And I'm just like, maybe she can use the dead. Well, how would that work?
We just got a necromancer.
But anyway, so yeah, the plane, the brown coat plane, is completely fixed. The wings that you guys had cut off are back on. Its weapons are back inside of it.
What about the one we took off?
What about?
It's also back?
It's back.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's not like it was like wherever you took it and it's back there. It's just fine.
Okay.
So the machine guns you already took off of it and brought back to your house, there's new machine guns in there.
Oh, yeah.
Marie is taking that back to Ricketts. Marie and Noah.
So you have a perfectly working like Spitfire.
Yo, let's drive this plane out of here.
Fortunately, it doesn't have landing gear. You're just dragging it.
Oh dear.
What?
Dude, Spitfires would have landing gear.
It would, but its landing gear was closed when it was
Right.
smashed into the ground, so it's just like lying on its belly.
We have...
Case, ballast lifted up when we flip out the landing gear.
Case and ballast have a combined very high strength.
Just pick it up. Fuck. Okay, let's bring this into the sewers with us. just
No,
like
just
manhole.
pick it up so they can deploy the landing gear.
And then Norris and or
like-
just Marie can take it back to the city. Settlement.
What? Sorry, what? I wasn't paying attention.
Just Mark started talking.
You zone out. A
Um,
million miles away.
Yeah, no, we just somehow lift it up, deploy the landing gear, and then Murray and Noros can take it back.
It's fucking heavy as hell.
Yeah.
Or
Like, you're Marie and Noros, you two, the smallest women in the group.
no.
Marie, literally a dwarf. Drag this back. She's just like, I can hear you.
Can't our strong members pick up the plane so we can deploy the landing gear?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
But
what we were
then
doing.
it's like a 4-ton vehicle that you're asking two little women to like drag back to the settlement.
We need
When
to
they
stu-
said take
we
it
need
back,
to
they
do
meant fly it back.
specifically for gas.
What, like fly it into Ricketts? Like into the side of the building?
No,
Wait.
just
Wait.
Just
Turn the
taxi it up the
propeller-
road?
Yeah.
along the ground.
The ground is intact now.
There you go. So
Fix that.
who's flying it?
Noros has pilot skills.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She can. Okay.
Yeah.
So Noros hops in, and
Marie.
will return the plane. Marie has no real reason to go, but whatever. Marie goes too, because I don't know what she does yet.
Marie wants to go check on the brown notes.
Sure.
Yes. I'm Blaze. She's like, bye.
It's like,
good to see we're alive again.
It's like Marie.
They just like do a gleam high five.
It's like she asks how the brown coats are. Blaze tells her they're all
Yeah, everyone's fucking dead.
and she goes to see for herself.
This will be good for our relations with them because she'll come back and Crack will be doing doctor stuff.
Please don't hurt us. Please don't realize that I lied to you in order to get you into this situation.
It's like, I have never told a lie in my life, ever.
Not even once.
Not even once.
Anyway.
Alright. Let's get moving.
So the plane is being brought back. Yeah. So the hex is fixed.
We have a plane.
What else do you guys intend to do? The remaining party members are here. Damn it, Mark!
Let's explore a bit. See if there's anything worth looting.
Do we
Yes,
want to
wait. Let's wait to send the plane back so we can load it with loot first.
do we want to spend valuable time we need to recruit, get Crown back, looting?
It's only
I
like
guess you're
9
right.
in the morning.
But
Yeah.
there might. Okay, I'm making a loot check. Fuck you.
Do we want to stay here, guys? Excelis is just like, fuck you, Jeff.
Runs up into the building. I will find stuff.
14.
Alright, hang on, I need my iPad.
Yeah, it's still really early in the morning, and the black pillar is still several days away, possibly.
We're not in that much of a rush.
We should be. We should be in a rush to do everything. We should be.
We should be sprinting at all times.
We
could always try swinging past this area on the way back as well. There's nothing stopping us from doing that.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I think shooting on the way back might be
Where do
better because then we can.
there's every chance that if we find Crown's going to be like, well, we would need some materials. Where will we find some materials? In the place that's just been restored.
My plan is when we come back, we stop here, and Jack says to Balak, find metal, so we can fix the tank.
Just a point I want to throw in. Last time we left a hex, like we literally just like walked away and then sent the people back to look for the engineer after the Cerberus fight. Everything was gone.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it took 2 trips.
Okay, 2 trips.
Because they went
So,
back
like,
once and they grabbed the wounded that they could get, went back, and then went back again, and then it was looted, and everybody was dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's 2 hours, and we're going like, who the hell knows how far. So.
Isn't there
Here's
a
the
theory
idea.
with
Okay,
us that we can
If
ask?
we're going to prioritise grabbing one thing, considering the plans we had previously already, then can we grab some of the cabling and the wiring that's about? Because that is something we've already discussed.
It's power.
And we know it's there.
set up the
But
power
where's the power
station.
coming from?
Who knows?
Case, bust open that wall.
Can we just like follow the power lines, or do they just
You
leave?
just want to follow the power lines? Like,
Well, because like theoretically, they just
I
end.
already know the Air Clan is looting, and you're going to do a loot check in a second, Eric. What is everybody else doing? They're just looking at power lines and walking along. Like, where does this go?
Balak
I mean,
probably
using
is.
metal detector, I
Knowing
can just follow
Balak.
the cables even if they're running through walls, so I can just trace where they're all going.
He's just like punching holes in walls while following the cable. Fuck your restored building.
Okay. So after we finish looting, here's the itinerary. We have to go continue looking for Crown, who may or may not want materials from this zone. So it's better if we manage to get our hands on something beforehand, just in case this does end up being looted. And then we have to get back to Ricketts at some point. We have to...
When we come back
Ask
to
Rickett.
Ricketts,
Okay,
We need
first
to-
of all, we have to convince Rickett that we don't need the Red Dawn's assistance terribly much because now we have Raid.
Ray can do that herself.
Ray just be like, I'm on your side now. Valkyrie's just like...
We also need to convince her that the Cerberus aren't particularly a threat to the Browncoats, so we can get them into the city so they don't murder our face for lying
Not
to
because
them.
they aren't a threat, but because they just don't give a shit. They're like,
The
whatever.
Cerberus are no threat to the Browncoats.
No particular
Rickett is
threat.
just like, I straight up don't believe you.
Like, you are
Get
just
out of my
lying
office.
to my face right now. just go.
And then
Never
the third
gonna-
thing is we need to ask Rickett for a list of settlements that would be willing to throw in with Rickett's in the event that the Black Pillar actually does show up, because it will be.
Or
So we can
otherwise known
convince
as a
anyone
list
who,
of settlements they trade food with.
yeah, exactly. Anyone who regularly relies on Rickett's, like we can go to Pipeline now because we already know that Pipeline's part of that, but we need a list of those settlements so we can give,
Make a braggedy
you know,
line.
each of them a heads up that
Yeah,
Ricket's about to
is
be
the
under
outpost-
attack. If you want Rickett to survive, then probably you should help us.
Is the outpost a Browncoat outpost? The one near the water?
The one in the northwest, yes.
They probably trade with Ricketts for food.
It's called Shoreside. It's a castle.
Nice. That
Um,
would slow the Cerberus down? Not at all.
no, not even a little.
Just literally just walking through the stone walls.
It's like a 12-foot thick stone wall. Cerberus guy just walks through it.
So yeah, that's the itinerary. So
Well,
Doesn't even like change his walk. Just
let's
I
go
mean,
look for Crown.
I love how our party
Uh,
over-exaggerated everything. We did stuff being bad, we over-exaggerate. Stuff being awesome, we over-exaggerate.
yeah, that's fun.
Under-exaggerate.
Let's go look for Crown, and then we can get back to everything we need to talk to Rickett about when we get back to Rickett's.
Right. Eric, can you write out that itinerary and post it in the Skype chat?
All right.
Alrighty. And also, I need you to roll a d6.
Okay.
What should I open them?
4.
4. And I need you to roll a d20.
14.
Is that a
Did
hard
we
one?
just find something super useful again?
Sort of. You found a pool table.
What?
A pool table.
So we're just turning our thing into a rec room.
We have a rec room. Raid is just like,
What are you even doing? Why am I even here?
what the fuck are you people doing?
I
So you
think-
guys put a pool table on top of the plane, and you're just like, go.
and the
The
pinball machine.
Pinball machine.
Just pile all this stuff on top of the plane. Go.
It's just like
Well,
and just
well-
like we get back and like everything she puts in, we just put something like rec room on top.
No.
Realistically,
We
the
need
pool
to
table's
expand
probably
our
gonna be
house.
something that the Furies are going to take for their service, because we have that one Fury with us.
Actually, I was thinking Raid was gonna turn it into the like strategy table with like maps on it and like everything like that.
All right, well,
Yeah,
Just-
But something
just
she can stand at
as
the
a
head
heads
of.
up,
and
we're
just be
probably
like,
not going to be holding on to the pool table if we do get it.
yeah. Well, yeah. Raid and the Fury can argue over who gets the pool table.
Yeah, because you guys never hang on to worthless stuff. You have a roll of carpet in your house.
Didn't we hire an auctioneer to sell all that?
You never did that. You said, yeah, we're gonna hire an auctioneer.
And
It's
then
like,
no
okay.
one did.
And then no one did anything. I was
Yeah,
just like-
Jack was just walking around being creepy.
God damn it, Jack.
It's like, there are better uses for your time, people.
Eh.
The Air Clan spends all night, every night, doing like crane pose on top of like an I-beam.
And Jack now
in a
wa-
thunderstorm.
Just like 3 foot thunderstorm over his head. The rest of the weather normal.
Normal?
Thunderstorm.
What is normal weather for mystics?
It's like
Thunderstorm.
what's that Jim Carrey movie? The one where it's a movie of his life.
Okay. Oh no. Truman Show.
Truman Show, yeah, the
Oh,
Truman Show,
yeah.
where he's on the beach and it's just raining on him, and he's just like, "What the?" runs over here and follows him over there. Runs over here, follows him over there. Everything starts raining.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, so yeah, you found a pool table. The rest of you were following power lines.
Well, actually, Balak wouldn't be because he has no
He's just
idea. So Balak is going to search for things. Not anything specifically. He's just going to look around.
D6, D20.
There would be
26. Everyone dies.
He finds a wood stove. A stove that you stoke with wood and cook stuff. We have a kitchen.
That's cool, I guess.
Are we taking it?
So you guys are just like pool table on top of plane, some stove on top of plane, a pinball machine on top of plane.
So
Laros is just like it's a canopy crack.
yeah, we just pile it on the wings and we just balance it down.
Snap.
Those weren't important, right?
So wouldn't there be a hardware or some type of store where you
yeah,
can find a
but
wheelbarrow?
Would there be anything left in it?
You guys have a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, but
we didn't bring it.
We didn't bring it.
Damn it.
You could just like have it like on Case's head at all times.
Case actually
Just wear this on your back, Case.
Case actually has,
And we just paint it like a turtle shell or something.
I think.
Big turtle shell on his back.
With giant wheels and handles.
Yeah.
Daddy, didn't I tell you that in the party inventory there's a sports bag and a backpack?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, we have bags to carry things. None of the things we've found so far will
Yeah,
fit. But
you got like a duffel bag. You're just looking at the pool table.
I think physics.
Put it over the corner of the table.
I think
Zip it
physics
up.
is going to object.
I think we need Pokeballs.
We need Pokeball.
I do new pool table.
But my question about that was, Jack's gonna, if there was something like a store where you could buy a wheelbarrow, there'd be other stuff in there, and you said searching specific things, places is better.
Yes.
So if there's that type of store, Jack's gonna search
No,
that.
but you also haven't searched anything specifically.
Huh?
So far, you've been like, I'm gonna loot.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what
And I
do we
told
have
you that
now
looting
specifically-
works by being specific.
So
What,
now
what
he's
do we
trying to
have
search that
specifically
store.
to search,
Yes.
though?
I'm gonna,
Whatever.
That's, like, I'm not gonna spoil that for you. You guys already brought up the plane, or I did. But there are some other words I used that if you use them, then you get an extra search roll.
I'm gonna.
What have I told you about this hex?
There's an
I'd
arcade.
like to look at
place.
the arcade.
Hey, people are looking in the arcade. Now make a search check. There you go. You make a search check too.
I got a 20 on the search check.
That doesn't mean anything.
I got an
I fell
18.
down.
18.
20's not a fail on a search.
20's not a fail on a search.
10.
Yeah, I got a 20. You fell down.
You're looking around, fall. How did I manage that?
My sense of balance spontaneously leaves me.
I tripped. Did you trip on anything useful? Roll the d6? No.
Holy shit! You just found a wheelbarrow.
Damn it!
I guess someone left a wheelbarrow in the park to do some gardening.
It was actually like submerged in like the pond area of the
Look, walks over,
park. You're just like
pulls it out,
perfectly fine wheelbarrow.
doesn't see it being edible, puts it back in.
Balak, take that back out!
No!
Digs a hole, buries it.
Balak, bring that here.
What was your D6 when you rolled that 20? Eric.
Huh?
Eric, what was your D6 when you rolled the 20?
It was a 3.
3. That would be kind of hilarious, but You found a rowboat. No.
In the arcade.
In the arcade.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
We could put it on top of our speedboat. We could build an armada.
This is horrible.
So the only other thing you guys find in the arcade, other than the pinball machine, you guys already knew was there.
Actually, it was in the middle of the street because we dragged
Oh, you dragged it out, right?
And then we left it there.
Is a hunting rifle.
What?
Yeah, there was a broken rifle in here, and it's fixed now. So,
Cool.
but yeah, it's the rifle with a scope. So you guys have a scoped rifle with no ammo, but
Yeah,
That's cool.
let's bring it back because there's no use for it in the party.
who will we
Unless-
give this to?
Unless we want to bring the scope, because the scope could be useful. The scope
Just
would
take
be
the rifle.
easily detachable, right?
Take the rifle.
Not easily.
No.
Okay.
But like
So,
someone who knew their way around a gun could do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they
okay,
would need
the
some
itinerary
tools.
is posted.
Oh.
Let's get
Yeah,
going.
we have no tools.
There's other point.
Anyway,
Jack's gonna be, even though Jack's completely covered in clothing, he's gonna be standing under the slide out of the sunlight.
there's a tree right there that's giving all kinds of shade, and he goes under the slide.
Oh wait, did
He hides in like a tube. That little crawly tube thing on the jungle gym, he's in there.
In his like trench coat and like fedora, just like sitting in the tube.
and some type of aviator goggle or something for the eyes.
Just like zoom.
Just like, I'm not a creepy man in a park.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Aqualung.
So
I think we should swap his top hat out or his fedora out for a top hat. But
I
Case is wearing one.
right.
Case,
I
trade
thought
your
it was
like
a bowler hat, wasn't
trade your
it?
hats.
Yes.
Oh, it
no,
was.
bowler
It was a
hat.
bowler
Yeah,
hat.
no, we need to find him a top hat eventually and a monocle for his glowy eye.
So it's
Also,
like, so it's magnified like crazy.
I think
It's like
we
the
should,
eye of Sauron.
Like aviator goggles, one's black, one's like normal glass over the funky eye.
I also think we should find him an umbrella so he can always be in the darkness. Like umbrella
It's
in
got
one
like a
hand,
parasol.
umbrella in one hand, sword in the other.
Completely, even though all my skin's covered, still have an umbrella.
Just in case.
Now we need to find him a sword where the holder is the parasol.
Yes. Like that character in Soul Calibur something or other.
Anyways,
There's a person with a sword and umbrella.
I'm gonna look for the sewer grate.
I think it's a woman.
Yeah.
The sewer grate. Alright, you see a manhole. You're well familiar with this manhole.
Case,
Someone recently popped out of it and shot us.
Yeah, recently.
Case, can
It
you
was like
open this?
yesterday.
Case,
Oh, yeah,
open this
no
manhole.
problem opening it, I'm sure.
It's like, you could have done this, dumbass. I'm lazy, Case. Just do it.
We put that on the plane too. The manhole cover.
Armor for the tank.
This will cover one of the gaping holes in the tank.
We search around for other manhole covers.
Meanwhile, Noros is just like, please stop loading things on the plane. I don't feel safe.
Oh come on, this is more armor. You should feel even safer.
The plane's at like full power, and it's like.
Any
Oh.
result of Case following the power lines, or do they just dead end in nothing?
They go into the ground.
Damn it!
Um,
Damn you!
Well, I'm going to rip up the cable I do find anyway. It's fine.
Can electricity really hurt him? Nothing else has.
It would have to be lightning strength really to do anything.
Okay.
I have a suggestion for when we go in the.
Eric, can you do a Google search on if like grabbing a power line is the same? Sorry, being hit directly by a power line is equivalent to being hit by a bolt of lightning. Like, what's the comparison there?
Well, if you're talking like, you know,
if it's
overhead
like
power
a
lines
civilian
being down
power
somewhere.
line,
Yeah, but if you're talking like in a building, probably not so much. So if there was like a tower with power lines on it, and I climbed up to it, it's like, hey guys, look at the power lines.
That's what's there.
Oh.
Like there's those like T things with power lines between them. That's what's here. It's not
We
like
don't know if
that.
there's
Just
actually
like
power
there's a
running through them,
plug.
For when we do...
These are like the thick black cables that you see beside highways.
Oh,
Yeah, but like a bolt of lightning is like
what?
hotter than the surface of the sun.
How is... No, it's not.
Briefly.
It actually is, but
Yeah, but have you ever seen like electrical discharges and stuff like that? People that touch power lines, like
yeah.
it's comparable.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the power lines.
Just knock the entire tower over and
Okay,
get out of the way.
Okay.
There's like sparking power lines all over the place.
Well, hang on. So we've got
when
a
we
three on
do
the table
get
here.
into
So
the-
a lightning strike, I get a penalty of +3, and it's 2d12 wound. Power line low voltage is -2, and it's just d4 wound. And power line transmission is +2 penalty and 2d6 wound.
That's funny because it's wound damage, which we just established won't even kill him. He could get hit by lightning and just go meh.
Well, actually, no.
These things happen.
Is it, how much damage did you say you get from lightning?
Beyond mystics.
Did he say? How much lightning? Lightning? How much damage did lightning do, Duddy?
D12 wound, and that's +3 penalty.
Yeah, he's got 24 or something stupid.
What do you
You
mean
could take
plus-
a couple.
no.
What do you mean +3 penalty? +3 to what?
Systems or
The
something.
bonus penalty column indicates a modifier to the stamina endurance check.
Ooh.
Oh, right, so
So he could
Right.
get knocked out by lightning.
D12?
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
so
the
it shuts him
+3.
down. That makes sense.
No, that's the stamina endurance check.
Yes.
Huh?
Which he would have to.
No,
He has
that's.
to pass it to remain conscious.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has a D8 added to that roll.
Okay.
Yeah, but his
We have
endurance
wasted
is
so much
so
time.
high.
Let's get going.